What is good, YouTube? And it's your boy Kusi. And I'm sorry for not uploading the past days, the past 4 days. I think it is. Um, it's Christmas, bro. Like and that's not even a bad excuse. My bad. It is an excuse. My bad. I had like 1 hour every day to post around that. I should have done it, but instead I went ahead and I walked. I took a walk before going to Christmas. I should have just done it. I felt so undisciplined by doing that, but I have a very short amount of time right now. For me in Denmark, it is 2 a.m. right now, and my grandma is coming over tomorrow, so I gotta get some sleep too. So yeah, I will not be recording every video today, but tomorrow I will pop them all in, boom, like that boot camp. So I'm up with the days. But yeah, here is welcome to day 7 of the boot camp. Today we're talking about sessions and timing. This is one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most underrated parts of trading. Um, because most traders lose not because their strategy is bad, but because they trade at the wrong time. And you can have the best setup in the world, but if you trade doing a dead session, it often doesn't work. So let's start simple. The market does not move the same way all day. Um, there are periods where institutions are active and periods where the market is mostly noise. Um, the three main sessions for trading is Asia session, London session, and New York session. Asia is usually slower, more range based. Um, London brings volume and direction. New York either continues or reverse what London did. So now let's talk about kill zones. Kill zones are simply the most active hours of the day. That's when real money enters the market. For example, London Open, New York Open, and sometimes New York lunch manipulation. Um, this matters because most real moves start during these times. Outside of these windows, the market often just ranges, creates fake breakouts, or hunts liquidity, like a lot of liquidity, and this leads to an important point. The market often fakes moves before real sessions. You see price break a high or a low uh, to get traders excited. Um, and then reverses once the real session starts. That's not random, that's liquidity being taken before the real move. So if you find yourself losing a lot of trades, ask yourself this question. Was I trading during an active session? Or was I forcing trades during dead hours? For example, as we do right here, I took a trade off exactly what I just said right there. What happens? Okay, the market is in a bit of a downtrend right here, as we can see. Lower lows, okay, but we start making higher highs. What happens? We go down. After, so this is the high right now. What happens? We break above. After we break above, we see this. Okay, slowly starts to move. We make lower low. Right here, the market ain't open. It opens right at this point. The first bullish candle, and as I said on the first days, bullish is up, bearish is down. First bullish candle, so that means an up candle that opened or opened at a lower point of where it closed. Okay, boom. So I immediately spots this. Okay, New York session just opened. I see this. Boom. I gotta get a trade in on this. This is a perfect zone to trade in. And if I don't trade in this, I just shoot myself in the foot and miss out on the trade, and that is dumb. So I see, and what my strategy is, as I can see right here, okay, this is a part of my strategy, and right here I see, okay, that's perfect, and then I just buy in. What happens? We absolute goes up, takes out high, and hit that trade. Um, but at the same time, timing doesn't guarantee wins, but bad timing almost guarantees losses. Um, so this is a very important like thing for you guys to get in the head, is that zones are so important. They might not at the start of it when you say, "Oh, zones are so important." It might not sound like too smart. It might sound a little stupid. Like, no, bro, that sounds stupid. It doesn't make sense. But trust me, as you can also see, is that I trade a lot off of it. As you can see right here, boom. What happens? We start making we get a little sweep right there. What, we come into the market, absolutely hit a reverse, comes up, bang, so there's straight. And this is just the same right here. And this just shows how perfect it is. Right here, I lost the trade. Bad, but that happens. Like, you can't win all trades, and that's what people fucking think. They go on YouTube and they subscribe to this guy because they see, okay, he wins all the trades on his YouTube channel. He doesn't have one video where he loses. Like, bro, if you actually believe that, you're so fucking stupid. Like, people show that they win so much for you to buy their course. I'm also gonna be selling a course one time at a time, because I feel like it's dumb for me to just give out my strategy and then it's gonna be absolutely horrible because everybody uses it. I feel like I gotta get something at least out of it. So if you see me do that, my bad, but that's something you gotta do when you make your own strategy, I feel like. But here, okay, in the hours before, we get some sweeps, some false breakouts. What happens right here? Boom, and then we come up, big high right here. Bam, I can see the reverse in my eyes. Okay, I see this. I slowly see the market moving like this. Boom, boom, boom. And then I caught it because of my strategy, of course, too, but because perfect time. When was this? AM 15. We absolutely banged it. Trust me. That was such a good trade. You might think, oh, this is so much better, bro, because you made more money. Sometimes, what I don't do, I don't think too much about money, even though I don't live. Like, I live like lower class, the lower class. And so I'm not really thinking, of course I want to make money off of this, but I'm not thinking, oh, this was more money, so I like this trade more. I like this because it's so efficient to my trading strategy, and it makes so much sense to me. Like, it's so good. Here, it is also a very good one, because as you can see, low right here, we absolutely sweep it, and what happens after? We get into the market at 14. New York session opens at my time. Boom, gets in, absolute bangs, up there. It's just perfect. And that's really what timing is all about. It is very good. Um, it's, as I said, it's not gonna be like, okay, I know time zone, so now I'll just win every trade. No, but it helps you to not guarantee a loss every time you trade. Like, cause I feel like if you just trade at random times so you don't know what you're doing, you are absolutely gambling. Absolutely. You're gonna go around saying, bro, trading ain't gambling, while you're actually gambling on trading. Like, and that's the stupidest thing you can probably do. So please don't do it, for God's sake. Just trade the right zones, and if you don't know what times the zones are in your country, or your time country, I don't know what's called, time zone, then search it up on Google, bro. We have AIs these days. It's so easy. Just do that and find out trade London and New York session. That is the best for my strategy. Asia session is absolutely horrible for my strategy, but you can do it too. It's just not as efficient. But yeah, you oh what? Another thing about time zones is that Asia session, right? You get something called Asia session lows. What's the lowest point of Asia session? Right here. Have we swept that yet? No, we're coming there one day. Well, what? Okay, that sounds weird, but you get me right. What do we have right here? Ace session high. Sweep that. What we start to do, we move down. Boom, get this low. That's what's gonna happen a lot of the time when you sweep. Here again, Ace session low. Boom, sweep it. We come longer ahead. We do sweep the previous high. You get me? Like, but that's not gonna happen all the time. Of course, it's just most of the times. So that's also a lot about time zones is where liquidity is, and if you don't understand liquidity, I will make videos about it later. Right now, I'm just making it after what I think is the most thing to know about. You don't have to know what liquidity is. You don't have to know what a false breakout or what a double top or a double bottom have no like is. Right now, it's just you understanding that times like what the video's about. Time is important. That's the thing. You don't have to know. Okay, liquidity. I'll teach you guys that later on. Okay, and that's me piecing out. Remember to like and subscribe, and I would really appreciate a comment maybe. If you guys want to ask me anything to get to know the strategy a little bit more, or how much money you want to start with, if this guy is watching the video, you know it. But yeah, peace out.